Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy MKS here, back here with another video. Hope you're wherever you are. I was a bit tired and demotivated and a bit lazy yesterday, so I didn't really get around to doing much. I didn't do any writing or YouTubing or whatever. But anyway, for anyone watching on my YouTube, I did try and get my kittens on the thumbnail, but it was a really cute picture where they were like curled up really close together on top of a desk, but I couldn't really get the right camera angle. Given I was using my laptop itself as I do. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get the camera angle to give it justice, but I'll try again another time maybe. But I'm in a bit of a rush because I've got a dentist appointment and I'm going to leave in about 10 minutes, so I'm going to try and get this video done quickly. But it's an idea I wanted to talk about. I wanted to use this as a sort of prop. What I was thinking of is that a way to, one, potentially prevent arguments, and a second thing is to potentially sort of make things as fair as possible and make a fair deal where you reward good behavior, if you like, I suppose, possibly punish bad behavior and reward good behavior, dare I say, although I'd rather focus, if I can, on the latter. But I think as human beings, we normally focus a bit too much on the former, including myself, and I'm sure most people do. But anyway, I hope that makes sense. What I was thinking, I use this as a prop. So I was thinking either in a on paper or online, could be even be an Excel spreadsheet. I think couples and families generally should, if they live together, I think should, or even just generally, and maybe even friends, although I know you could get really petty, but I was thinking people could sort of have, again, to prevent arguments and to reward good behavior, most importantly. I always like to avoid confrontation and arguments as well, though, but I think it's good to reward people who are good to you and stuff like that, and always pay back if you can. But I was thinking what you could do is have, like, again, you could use Excel or Word or whatever. I like all the papers for myself, so but whichever way you find it most easy, if you want to utilize this idea, obviously it's up to you whether families want to use it or whatever. But I was thinking, I know I think too much, but it could be so basically you write all the things they do for you and all the things you do for them, and you sort of compare them, and so, well, one at a time. So all the things, let's say you do, and then what a fair number, how much money would charge for that per day, and then what they do for you, and then you see whether it matches or not, and then you try and work it out as fairly as possible. So that's something I want to work on, which I've been thinking about for a while. So I would love to have like a list of all the things. So for instance, let's say I live at home with my mum, she pays the bills, so I can work that out and then work it out per day. So how much it would be per day on an average day, let's say. I suppose it does perhaps fluctuate if you're out often, if you go out more or whatever. But yeah, so I was thinking like how I could try and find a way to pay that back. Now I was thinking how I could pay it back, if I make enough money, hopefully, to pay back all my debts, if you like, or through errands, or through sharing things, like, say, if a person's religious, if they want me to share Qurans or Bibles, or if a person, or whatever other religious stuff or spiritual or religious stuff, in the fairest way possible, and or if they're a business person, it could be business cards, flyers, leaflets, websites, or whatever, and same for political parties. So that's an idea. I apologize, I know I do repeat that quite a lot, but it's an idea that I'm very fond of, even if I do say myself. So yeah, that's something I'm really passionate about. But anyway, I want to get on with the list of some of the things I hope to reward. I was trying to think of the best way to do this, because I thought of the idea quite late, and again, I've only got now about 9 minutes or so before I have to shoot off. So anyway, so here are some of the things I hope to reward, and again, the way I hope to reward them is either pay them back in cash if I can, or let's say, as I say, someone's religious or spiritual or religious, I'd pay back by sharing information about their religion or whatever, if they wanted me to, or if they're a business, I could share business cards, leaflets, flyers, or whatever else. Or if they're a political party, I could share information about their political party. I'm just looking at my kitten there, wandering around and exploring. But anyway, I'm going to try and crack on with a list of things I hope to reward. I was struggling to find out how to go about this, but anyway, here are the things I hope to reward. And again, apologies if it's quite repetitive from some other ideas, but I hope I explained it in a different way. And again, it's an idea I'm passionate about, and I'd love to know what you think are some fair deals that could be made. What are the best ways to be fair and to reward people who help you, and things like pay back or reward them. I put reward in speech marks because sometimes I mean by reward I mean pay like for like. I know there's a saying in the Bible about not paying back like for like, but I think it's the fairest deal you can make, although I don't want to be too vengeful. Again, I want to focus more on rewards, but anyway, here goes. So number one, anyone who donates like £1 or more, preferably more, to Italian football, or basically invests in or even donates to sponsors, or just generally puts money into Italian football, or supports my plans for Italian football, supports my plans, or benefits Italian football in any way. I'd love to sit down with people again and have either a pad to write up what they do for me, or on Excel, do on Excel or whatever. So if they sit down and say whatever they would do for Italian football to benefit it, I hope to reward the favourite in the best possible way. Number two, same for Celtic. Number three, same for libertarianism. Number four, same for my political goals and ideas, generally including supporting former colonies or being an anti-imperialist, supporting anti-imperialism and that kind of thing, supporting countries that are colonised, basically. Number five, for tackling poverty, alleviating suffering, and spreading peace, love, joy, hope, and happiness. Again, I know I repeated those things before, but those are my 5 causes, which I often talk about. Again, whoever supports those, I hope to return the favour in the fairest way possible, as with all these ideas or goals. Sorry, cat trying to crawl across the keyboard, one of the disadvantages of cats sometimes, but as cute as they are. I suppose their reward would be a treat or something. But anywho, I think he wants to be on camera. Number 6, anyone who supports any of my works or plans, including writing or YouTubing or anything else I work on, anyone who supports my goals generally, or what I call my works or what I work on and things like that. Number 7, anyone who supports me by giving me food or drink or anything they buy for me, or things like that, or clothes, or helping me to rest, or things like that. Number 8, anyone who shows me love and encouragement, and things like that. Again, I hope to reward all these things in the fairest way possible. Number 9, again, paperwork, writing, things like that. So like for each line I get to write, just generally, I hope to share, say, if it's mosques or Muslim organizations who help me, I hope to share their literature, same with churches. So any particular, it could be Qurans or Bibles or whatever, or any particular verse they want me to share. For each line they help me to write, I suppose I'd either have to count how many lines I write, or someone would have to help me to do so. Somehow we'd have to find some sort of way. Or if they gave me a room and after each line I wrote, after each sentence I write, I would share a verse or whatever, or write a verse next to it to thank the mosques or Muslim groups or churches or Christian groups or whatever other religious or spiritual groups or businesses or political parties respectively. So it could be a line about their business or their political party or whatever. And number 10, as I say, whoever supports my goals generally and helps young people, helps tackle poverty, helps me to donate to any of my goals or causes, the charities I support and things like that, I hope to return the favour in the fairest way possible. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope it was fairly positive and talked about being as fair as possible. I did rush it a bit because I'm in a rush to go to my dentist appointment. So on that note, I hope you wish me well, and I'll try and get some more videos of the kittens, especially for those who like kittens. And please let me know what you think, as ever, including about whether you want me to share more videos about them, or any other requests you might have about videos you want me to cover, or content you want me to basically videos you want me to cover. Sorry, and I am out. Peace and out.